What's going on YouTube? It's your boy FK and I'm here today to help you guys slay. More specifically, I'm actually here with 5 simple tips to help you guys get more efficient and more consistent nukes. So yeah, let's get into it. So the gameplay you're going to see today is me getting a nuke while playing Domination on Frost. I'm just going to talk through a couple of things that I do demonstrate throughout the video, but as well I'm going to give you guys a couple of tips that I just have in general which I think might be beneficial. So first things first, I just want to say this video is mainly dedicated to those people who are already able to go on 10 to 15 streaks, maybe kind of semi-skilled type players. It's not really for your brand new kind of, I don't know, noobs I suppose, who just kind of picked up the game last week. But if you feel like this could be beneficial to you, then yeah, make sure you like, favourite, subscribe. Now my first tip obviously is going to be the main tip, is the loadout. Now the loadout I'm using is the MV4 Fallout Quick Draw Suppressor stock, as well as Hardline, Hardwired, Ghost and Dexterity. I'm also running the FTL rig with Phase Shift and Perception, as well as running UAV, Warden and Advanced UAV, all of which I consider very important to getting these streaks. So obviously if you're going for nukes, the loadout can vary for different people. I prefer the MV4, but a lot of other people prefer the K-Bar, Bunker Buster. But yeah, as long as it has a nuclear variant, obviously you know 25 kills that has to be done with the gun in question, then yeah, then you're fine from there. So again, fiddle around, find out what's good for you. I mean, this is my specific loadout because I feel like it really helps you win those one-on-one gunfights, which is really important in getting a nuke. But yeah, as I said, it will vary for each person. But I definitely recommend running the UAV and Advanced UAV, especially if you want to get these top tier streaks. So probably another most important major tip I have for you guys is positioning. Now if you'll see where I am now, I'm obviously at the edge of the map. This is where you want to be if you're going for nukes. You never really want to go in towards B. If you see where I'm looking there, you never really want to go into the middle of the map, because that's where all the danger really happens. That's where you can get shot from any angle, get shot from behind, get multiple guys come up on you at once. So positioning is really important when it comes to getting nukes. So you really just want to stay around the outskirts of the maps at first, definitely just picking off people one by one. You don't want to draw too much attention to yourself. You've got the suppressor on there to hide yourself from the mini-map. And yeah, just keep running these small little routes, picking off people one by one as you see them. As you can see, I'm just running the same route from B to C at the moment, just making sure, looking at my map, see where the guys are spawning, and just keep shooting them as they pop up, really. Nothing really too fancy or simple here. I may take a little bit of a gamble going into that area. Even then, it's a bit early on, I really shouldn't be doing that, but it paid off in this particular respect. But generally, as I said, you want to stay away from the middle of the map, stay on the edges, make sure you know where the enemies are in relation to you. So I know they're going to be on this side of the map, or they're definitely not going to be coming up from behind me. As long as I know that, I'm pretty much safe. It's all really important. I suppose the next major tip I have, and when it comes to winning nukes, is going to be on gunfights. You need to be able to win gunfights. Now obviously that may seem a bit obvious to a lot of people, but what I really mean is these one-on-one gunfights where the enemy can pop up at any time. You want to be able to win, and you want to be able to react and be able to shoot them before they kill you. More specifically, this is how gunfights really link into your positioning. As you can see, I'm patrolling the B to C area. I'm really controlling where the gunfights are happening. I know they're all going to be happening on this side of the map for me. As you can see, there's enemies there, so I just use my teammates as cover. And just right now, you'll see my perception pop, so I know there's someone behind me. It's a perfect way. It's just saved my arse just then, just to keep my streak going. You've got to be able to control where you have your gunfights, and you've got to be able to win the gunfights. And this is why at the beginning I put so much emphasis on loadout, because you want to be able to use the loadout, which allows you to best win those one-on-one gunfights. This is why I definitely prefer stock over grip, because I feel like being able to strafe and outstrafe your enemies really helps when it comes to getting nukes and winning multiple one-on-one gunfights. Remember, you need to win 25 of these without dying once, so it is really important. I mean, obviously the pressure mounts when you get near the end as well, and you start shaking a little bit. You might get a little bit nervous, but it is really important that you can win these one-on-one gunfights and use whatever tools you can to help you. That means you don't go rushing around corners, you don't just rush enemies head on. Just then I saw that guy, I decided to phase shift and just get out of there, because that's the safest option to do. I mean, I'm sitting on a 15 kill streak right now. You obviously don't want to waste it. You just got to be really careful in these kind of situations and just read them carefully. So as you can see, I just popped the Advanced UAV, and this is probably the most crucial kill streak when it comes to getting nukes, because as you can see on my map now, I can see where they're coming from. I can see roughly around what time they'll arrive to meet their doom. And just generally, it's just really helpful at helping you control the gunfights. You know, you can sit on these kind of head glitches, and it will definitely work out in your favor. You know where they're coming from, you know where they're facing, and they'll definitely help you build up these streaks. So if you're playing solo, remember, don't be afraid to use your team as bait. I mean, that's what they're there for, essentially. Most times when I join a game, pretty much everyone else in the lobby is useless, so I feel like I'm doing all the work, so I just use them as bait, pretty much. So, you know, just let them go ahead of you sometimes, or let them check corners and let them take the first couple of hits, and then you just mop up after them. It makes it so much easier. So another thing you want to avoid again is the revenge spawn. And what I mean by this is, let's say you pick a lane down the map. There's, you know, most of the maps there's 3 lanes, middle, left, right, whatever. Let's say you go down the right lane, you kill someone. Chances are that that person's going to spawn further down, and they're going to know you're there. Obviously, you just killed them. Generally, if you're going for a nuke, you're going to want to try and mix it up as much as possible. Maybe pick off the guy once or twice, 3 or 4 times if you're lucky, and then eventually he'll just come back with reinforcements. So generally, you want to move around. You just don't want to get overwhelmed at any one time. Especially that's why you have the phase shift in this rig I'm using here. So it's really, really helpful for those kind of situations where you do get overwhelmed. But generally, you're going to want to pick a lane, attack it for a couple of moments, then drop back and pick another one. It really helps in that way as well. And finally, obviously, you always need a little bit of luck, I suppose. Yeah, you just got to get lucky sometimes. There's not really much you can do about that. Sometimes luck comes in the form of, I don't know, the enemy doesn't kill you, or they just miss a couple of shots. Or sometimes you're just up against a surprisingly easy lobby, like for this lobby, for example. For some reason, a lot of the team started quitting when we started doing well in the last half. So it made it a lot easier to finish off getting a nuke. By this point, I wasn't even really worried because I didn't really think they'd be able to do much damage. But yeah, it is important to have, I suppose, the right people to play against as well. So if you're playing against a Master Prestige flying robots or whatever, then yeah, you're probably not going to get a nuke really no matter what you do. Even the best players in the world probably wouldn't get a nuke if there's like loads of Master Prestiges in the lobby. I'm not saying lobby shop, but I am saying pick your moments in it. Like you'll know when it's a good lobby worth going after. So yeah. But yeah, that pretty much covers the tips. I guess the main tips are loadout, positioning, gunfights, and revenge. With positioning and gunfights being probably the most important. I mean, obviously the loadout is what you base pretty much everything on. But if you know yourself, you're pretty much able to sort out your loadout pretty much immediately. So it shouldn't be that much of a problem. But yeah, I suppose gunfights, being able to win those one-on-one gunfights is really, really important, as well as being able to position yourself properly on the map. As you can see, I just got the nuke there, so I'm pretty much just gonna let the gameplay play out now. But yeah, if you liked any of the tips, and yeah, like, favorite, subscribe, share with your friends, share to Facebook, share to Twitter, whatever. But yeah, fisticuffs out. Peace.
Charlie. Assist your team at C. Enemy taking Alpha. You're needed at Alpha. Assist your team at Bravo. UN has Alpha. Allied drone package entering airspace. Friendly Scarab active. Securing Alpha. Your teammate